For as long as any alien historian could remember, the obsidian egg rested inside a sealed vault beneath the Galactic Academy. Legends claimed it once belonged to Varric the Sky Eater, the last queen of the ancient dragonkin, beings believed to be extinct for 2,000 years. Scholars called it priceless. Soldiers called it dangerous. Most students just called it creepy. But to a young human janitor named Nick, it was just another thing he had to clean around. Nick wasn't a warrior, not a scholar. Just a 14-year-old orphan Earth had sent to the academy for labor exchange. Aliens towered over him daily. They mocked his height, his soft skin, his gravity-adapted bones. Yet every night, when the halls were empty and lights dim, Nick would mop quietly around the vault, humming Little Earth tunes no alien recognized. That night, things went wrong that a sudden tremor shook the academy. Alarms blared. A power conduit ruptured, and when the emergency barriers slammed shut, Nick found himself trapped inside the vault, alone with the legendary egg that he swallowed hard. Great that he shivered as the temperature dropped rapidly, cold mist pooling on the floor. The egg's obsidian surface seemed to draw in heat like a void. Nick hugged his shoulders, teeth chattering that he needed warmth. He needed comfort. And he hated being alone. He looked at the EGG.IT was huge, taller than he was. Cracks of faint blue shimmering under the black surface. No guards. No scholars. No rules saying he couldn't sit by it. He slid down beside it, wrapping his small arms around the smooth obsidian. "Hey, big guy," he whispered through chattering teeth. "It's just us tonight." The egg pulsed. Nick froze. Slowly, warmth bloomed beneath his palms. The frost receded. Blue cracks brightened, then glowed like stars igniting that he jerked back. Sorry. The vault lights flickered, then blew out completely. Darkness swallowed everything. The egg thundered with a deep heartbeat. Boom. The obsidian shell ruptured, shards scattering like glass in zero-G. A pulse of ancient power rolled through the air. Nick shielded his face, and then felt something warm, soft, and surprisingly small nuzzle under his chin. A dragon hatchling. Black scales shimmered with cosmic blue streaks. Wings folded against its tiny body. Its eyes, galaxies swirling inside, locked onto Nick and widened. It chirped. Nick stared. You're a baby." It chirped again, then wrapped its tail around his arm like he was its anchor. "Oh no," Nick whispered. "He has awakened her heir." The lights surged back as Gloria, the Academy's security commander, burst into the vault with a squad of armored guards. Her red skin and silver armor gleamed as she stared in disbelief. The baby dragon hissed, wings flaring protectively around Nick. Gloria lifted a trembling hand. By the council, a royal dragon hatchling. Everyone expected immediate attack. But instead, the hatchling pressed closer to Nick, nuzzling him again. The guards raised weapons. Nick threw his arms wide. "Don't hurt her." Gloria's eyes narrowed. "Human, step away." "I can't," Nick shouted. "She's scared." The baby let out a soft, warbling trill, sorrowful, calling. The cry echoed through the academy like a forgotten song that a deeper voice answered. The floor shuddered as ancient stone gates split apart. From beneath the vault, a colossal shape emerged, horns scraping the ceiling, scales rippling like night sky. Varric herself, not dead, not extinct, and she was furious. Guards stumbled back, armor rattling. Gloria's voice faltered. That's impossible." The great dragon's breath ignited the air as she surveyed the room. But when her cosmic eyes fell upon Nick and the hatchling, she gasped. Her voice boomed within their minds. "My blood has chosen the human." Nick clutched the hatchling tighter, heart pounding. "I didn't do anything. I was cold, and she hugged. I hugged." Varric lowered her massive head until her horn snout hovered inches from Nick. He trembled, yet the hatchling chirped happily and climbed atop his shoulder. The ancient queen inhaled deeply. "You carry warmth in a universe that has grown cold. You gave life with compassion, no power, no intent, only heart." Gloria stepped forward, hand over her chest. "Your Majesty, the Council forbids." The dragon's roar shook the planet. The Council forbids everything it does not understand. Guards dropped to one knee in submission. Varric's gaze softened only for Nick. "Human child, what do they call you?" He swallowed. "And Nick. Nicholas of Earth, my daughter knows your scent. She has chosen her guardian." Nick blinked rapidly. Guardian? I'm a janitor. I mop floors. The hatchling bopped his nose with a tiny claw. Varric's voice thundered with authority and ancient pride. Then you will mop the stars clean of those who would harm her. Gloria struggled to process this. He is untrained, fragile, a child. But Varric lifted the hatchling into her massive talons only to place her back against Nick's chest. Dragons choose not who is strong, but who is worthy. Nick exhaled shakily. He felt the hatchling's heartbeat sinking with his. A strange warmth filled his veins, courage he never knew he had. "What's her name?" he asked. Varric smiled. "A terrifying, majestic thing. Her name is Azuriel. She will be queen." Gasps echoed through the chamber. The hatchling, Azuriel, chirped proudly and tried to roar, producing only a squeaky roar. Nick couldn't help but laugh. Gloria's hard demeanor cracked. She knelt before the boy. "If the Dragon Queen has chosen, then the Academy will protect you both." Varric gave one final decree. "Train him. Teach him. When he is grown, dragons shall rise again beside humanity." She faded into stardust, returning to her slumber. The guards stared at Nick with fear and awe as he hugged Azuriel close. "Guess we're stuck together now." The hatchling nuzzled his cheek, tiny flames sparking harmlessly. For the first time in his life, Nick didn't feel small or powerless. He felt chosen. And somewhere far above the stars, ancient enemies trembled, because a forgotten prophecy had just awakened. When the human heart warms the cold egg, dragons will return, and the galaxy will never be the same.